Hello and welcome back. Very recently I played Formula 1, which is one of the very earliest F1 management games. So you picked a team, picked the sponsors, picked the drivers, managed the finances, looked after the stats of the cars, did the race strategy, and it's brilliant. Despite the fact that it was released in 1985 for the ZX Spectrum, I think it still really holds up. So as a result, I'm carrying on the season. I'm going to try and dig Lotus out of a hole, which admittedly I put them in that hole, but I think I can fix it. I have a plan. What is that plan, I hear you ask? Simple. I'm going to fire Ayrton Senna. Hear me out. My name's Ash. This is The Outside Line. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. So the logic behind replacing Senna is that driver lineup's pretty good. But the problem is I've only been running one car. I think we ran both cars once, and then we've not had enough money to improve both, and we've just had to run Mansell's car again and again because his has been the least fun. So basically, Ayrton Senna has just been sat on the sidelines doing nothing while Mansell has run around at the back. We've picked up a couple of points, mainly because other people have retired. So the plan is, I've realised there's a second page of cheaper drivers, who I also assume come with cheaper race-by-race wages, which means if I replace Senna with Martin Brundle, I might be able to start saving money race by race, so I can get Mansell's car into competitive form where, you know, he might be picking up points on merit, and then I can start getting Brundle's car moving. Move over. Oh, I've got the sound working as well, by the way, which is cool. The sound is very cool. What you will find, I'm going to have it quiet in the background of this video, it does get quite annoying quite quickly. I've got it so it's in some headphones that I've put just somewhere else because I don't want to hear it. The car sounds are something to behold. You've got that to look forward to. Anyway, Martin Brundle. First of all, can I just say, that's harsh. Brundle fought with Senna in F3000. Crying out loud, he deserves a bit better than that for a driver rating. Anyway, he's going to sit on the sidelines in a very broken car. Now we have just over £300,000 to get Mansell's car going. So buy a new engine, because as we found out last time, improving anything just doesn't seem to move the line at all, so I don't understand why it's an option. That, buy 150. There we go. That might be the strongest efficiency, 37%, we've had all season. That's pretty good. Let's go to the next round of the championship, which is in Monaco. Round number 6, constant drizzle and heavy clouds. I'm going to go for Inters. It's not a wet track, it's a damp track. So let's go Inters. It's all right. Mid-table. Here we go. See, I can't hear them currently because like I said, I've put the sound in headphones and moved them away. Listen to those engines roar. We're off in Monaco. He's ahead of someone on track, which is new. Oh, he's at the back now. Okay. Well, that was nice for a few laps. It was good. Oh, he's ahead of someone at... Oh, we're in the top 6. Now, it is Monaco, so I'm assuming that with a damp track, are there going to be more kind of retirements? Are there going to be lots of spins and people kind of having issues? So at the minute we've just got the Inters on. Oh, in comes Mansell. Spun after a shunt pit stop due. And we are going to go as quickly as we can. Oh, come on! Thought I had it then. I thought I had it nailed down. Okay. In front of a couple of cars on track now. Track report, what's this? Racing line now dry. Okay. Loads of cars coming in the pits. How do you call a pit stop? I've just hit P. Because that makes sense, right? P should be pit stop. Right, okay. 6. Come on in. And onto the dry tyres, lap 44. Let's go on the mediums and let's hope that can just get us to the end. Tyre change only. Let's make it rapid, guys. Come on. Oh, for 19 seconds. Not bad for tyres only, I think. I'm not sure. On Monday's crashed in the Brab and we are now in the top 6. Partially to retirements, but I would say partially on actually not being awful. which I think is a vital distinction to make. We are only 2.5 minutes behind the leader, although Mansell's just coming in as I'm saying that. Gearbox problems. So has that knocked us out the points now, that gearbox issue? It has, unfortunately. But this is good. Usually we wouldn't be anywhere near that leaderboard if there were 6 other cars racing. But there's more than 6 cars. Oh, Lafitte has just retired. Oh, we're in the top 6 now because everyone's retired. But we were racing people. We were actually on merit racing people. 3 minutes. Oh, we're ahead of someone else. We're in 5th now. I've got a nosebleed. We're so high. We're 4th. Whoa. Please, can we have no more problems and just get home on this? Oh, mediums. Engine's sick. Where does that drop us down to? I think we've held... Oh, no. Oh, we have. I think we've held 4th. Come on, Nigel. Come on, Nigel. Call me Toto Wolff. I am a team management genius. Keke Rosberg wins in the Ferrari. Nelson Piquet 2nd in the Renault. Roland 3rd in the McLaren. 2 laps down, but crucially ahead of cars that haven't retired on merit. 4th place for Nigel Mansell in the Lotus. That's a beauty of result. That puts us ahead of 3 other drivers in the Drivers' Championship. We're ahead of Rennie Arnoux. Right, money situation. So, I was hoping for a bit more sponsorship than that. The expenses and wages have gone down. And actually, to be fair, the chassis hasn't really deteriorated that much. If anything, the main thing is the power. I am still not touching Brundle's car. We finished 4th. How have we only got, like, that amount of money from our sponsors? £200,000 on the engine. Now that's what I like to see. Then I'm going to spend 100,000. Well, I don't have to. I could keep that money in the bank. 42% is the best it's been all season. Might need that money. And we go off. Round 7, the Canadian Grand Prix, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Dry track. So let's start on the soft compound tyres and see where that gets us. That's slightly disappointing, I must admit. Thing is, because I've always been brought in by mechanical failures, I've not had to actually change the tyres. So as far as I know, they do wear, so I'll probably just have to try and guess and change roughly when I think they're going to go off before he spins and crashes and causes himself a mischief. And in he comes. So, well, I don't have to worry about that because once again we have a mechanical failure. To answer your question, no, I'm not getting sick of this at all. This is great fun. The novelty of the pit stops have worn off just slightly. There's car 10. There's car 10. Oh, so we're 8th at the minute by the looks of it. But again, engine sick. Let's just go with mediums. Like the best it's been. How is it still sick? Then again, I forget this is 1985 and there were more reliability issues at the time. Oh, come on. I'm slightly disappointed to be running out the back again, considering how amongst it we were in the last race, and the car is supposedly better this race. Well, maybe that's the thing. Engine's better, chassis's not. Maybe the chassis is the key thing, rather than the engine. So very much 8th and last by a long way. PK is retired in the Renault. Championship leader out, which means we are 7th, and 1 place away from the points again. And there's a Renault crashed out. Chambers is out. And we're in... Lafitte's out. Oh, wow. We are in the top 6. And we're in the pits. Well, incredibly, we are going to finish in the points again. It wasn't as good a performance as Monaco, but constant points finishes is what we need. So, Williams have scored, which means we are dropping away from them a little bit. Still could catch Williams if we get our act together. All right, let's see how much we've lost. Loads. Wow. I do not understand the sponsorship. Again, we've barely got any money. Yes, Brundle is costing us less. Not saving us that much. I'm glad I saved some money from last time because we would have had absolutely nothing this time around. I think 200,000. 200,000 on both. I'm going to be a chicken. I'm spending 150. There we go. That's good. 45%. Again, personal best efficiency. 71,000 in the bank. So at least there's some kind of a base there if things go horribly wrong and Mansell crashes out. And we were off to the Detroit Grand Prix, round 8 of the championship, 63 laps, dry but rain forecast. The rain didn't show up last time in Canada, so it might not this time. I'm going to go on the... So I'm going on the hard compound to begin with. That puts us middle of the pack. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Out of the top 6 immediately. Lots of jostling early doors. We've got a track report. Oh, well, I went and said it, didn't I? The rain didn't show up in Canada. Literally 5 laps in, and the rain is here in Detroit. I'm bringing him in. We are going to get him on the intermediate tyres. Routine tyre change only. This has got to be quick. So we're very much in the middle of the pack, but outside the points. Towards the back at the minute. Lafitte's out for the Ferrari. Wet conditions causing problems, and we are in the top 6. I think that's a Williams though, right? But obviously a Brabham. I think it's oh, Brabham's ahead of us now. We've just lost the last points position. Monday's had to pick from the Brabham track report. What is this? Heavy rain and puddles on the track. I've hit P. Ugh. The sky has gone grey. It's full wet weather time. Oh, and in has come the Brabham gearbox problems. Has that allowed us to get ahead of him? It hasn't, but we are very close to him. I think he's going to hang on and keep us just out the points. Oh, okay. Again, we're the last of the non-retired cars, but we are definitely doing better. We are definitely still closer. PK still leads from Rosberg and Warwick. 300. That doesn't make sense to me. We've got £300,000 in a race where we've not scored points. Yeah, in the races we did, we got less. Also, it only cost us 77 grand for wages, that race. I don't know why. Also, I have no idea why the engine's just not lost anything. So I've got £300,000 there, which is a lot more than usual. Do I blow it all on a really good chassis to get him in the points? Or do I spend a reasonable amount and keep more in the bank? I reckon I do kind of a bit of both. I'm going to spend £250,000 on a chassis, which I'm pretty sure is the most I've spent on anything, any single item. Oh, I didn't realise there was a green section. That's what I'm talking about. So I've now still got 143,000 in the bank, which again, for Lotus, has been a lot this season, coming into a race. Yeah, 55%. Let's go with that. The crew has lost a bit, though, because their red line, I'm sure, was full before. I'm not surprised, considering they've got to do like 8,000 pit stops a race. I'm pretty sure they are knackered. On to the next round. Race number 9, the Dallas Grand Prix. It's an American doubleheader. Damp track, drizzle but rain forecast, so I'm assuming that is going to be an intermediates job. Oh! Third! Only 2 seconds. Less than 2 seconds behind PK. Prost next to us on the grid. Prost! Ah, you see, that's a substitute. Because obviously other drivers can also get injured in this game and you'll need to replace them. I'm pretty sure Prost wasn't about before. PK, Prost, Mansell, the front 3 at Dallas. Lights out. And away we go. Track report now immediately. And we have heavy rain and puddles on track. P. Press P. Get in. Number 6. Rapid pit stop. Let's get on with this. Go. The order is changing every lap at the minute, but I feel like we are sitting just outside the points in 7th. In fact, we have just gone into the points into 6th now. Oh, no. Let's not do that, though. What is it? Engine sick. So I'm here thinking we really need to get points because that means we'll get more money. But at the minute, I don't understand the logic of the amount of money you get because we got more money for finishing 7th than we did for finishing 4th. We might still end up with something in this race. We're there or thereabouts. Is it actually taking the pit? Couple of retirements here as well. We'd have been in the points in this race. Nelson Piquet's been injured. That could change the championship if he needs to be replaced. Just when I think I'm getting somewhere in this game, and it just... Rosberg now takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship from Piquet. Ferrari and McLaren level on points. Yeah, Prost has clearly been super subbed in because he's picked up his first point of the season. And he's the only person we're ahead of. So, lovely. Right, let's see the state of play. Okay, so chassis still really high. Sponsorship money, didn't get much for that because we retired. Less wages to worry about. We don't really have much money. Okay. Okay, here we go. We'll do one last race for today. So let's improve the engine. Having just £24,000 in the bank makes me nervous. Because if he has a retirement like that again, and I don't get much sponsorship money or prize money, I'll spend 150. That will get us comfortably race-worthy, but we won't be as competitive for sure. Well, 41% isn't so bad. This is okay. 74 in the bank. I think that's the most important thing. Martin Brundle is still with us. Thanks for joining us. And we will finish at the British Grand Prix, Brands Hatch, 71 laps. Damp track, so that's another intermediates job, I think. Run of wet races. Qualified 4th, which isn't so bad. Home Grand Prix for Mansell. It's good to see the car, like, on the screen at the start of the race. That's something. Let's just see if we can stay there by the end. De Angelis is leading in the Renault. So, immediately that answers the question. Nelson Piquet injured. The championship leader for most of this season dropped to second, and now because of his injury he's out and De Angelis is in, and we are in the pits already with an engine problem. Track report, what's this? Heavy rain. Let's mash the P button and get into the pits as quick as we can. Okay, we're on the right tyre. We are at the back, but plenty of time. Let's just try and hope for not too many mechanical issues. There is definitely, I feel like... Oh, blown engine. I was going to say, there's definitely more retirements in the wet, although blown engine's got nothing to do with it, but I feel like there... So we're up to 9th, and De Angelis in the Renault, super subbing in for Piquet, is out. Okay, we are 7th. Oh, Rowland's out for the Williams, and we're in the top 6 again. Pure war of attrition. Just don't retire, and we'll get some points. Oh, here we go. Puncture. It's not the most glamorous, but it's points, it's prize money, it's sponsorship. Even if the more points you get doesn't necessarily mean the more prize money for some bizarre reason. Well, there we go. It is a win for Rennie Arnoux in the Williams, and we've managed points again. If not for other people's failings, it'll do. I will take it at this point in time. Nigel Mansell has now picked up 7 points for Lotus. He's firmly towards the bottom of both tables, but more points is good, ultimately. 145, come on. Big wad, lovely. Not much to take off. So, here we are. We have over $500,000 in the bank. We are still kind of rotating, you know, having to constantly just improve the one car so we can get it race-worthy. But that one car is starting to see performance improvements. We are starting to get points based on our own ability rather than other people's inability. So there's an improvement. Martin Brundle has yet to race, but I think he will. 10 races down, 6 to go. Next time we will finish the 1985 F1 season and see if we can get more than one car running and see if we can better our 4th place finish. There is hope. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheers.